Before the Greek gods brought order, the universe was a place of paranoia. The Titan Cronus, fearing a prophecy that his children would one day replace him, spent his reign swallowing them whole the moment they were born. His wife, Rhea, managed to hide their youngest son, Zeus. Once grown, Zeus returned to confront his father, forcing Cronus to regurgitate the siblings he had consumed: Hera, Poseidon, Hades, Demeter, and Hestia. This sparked the Titanomachy, a violent cosmic war. Zeus led the Olympians to overthrow the Titans, using raw power to break the old regime. Zeus did not inherit his throne through peaceful succession. He seized control of the cosmos through force, establishing a universe initially governed by physical dominance. After his victory, Zeus established his throne on the peaks of Mount Olympus, claiming the sky, the weather, and the lightning as his personal domain. Ancient sculptors depicted his authority through his signature weapon, the thunderbolt, forged by the Cyclopes. His rule was further represented by symbols of power, like the eagle, the scepter, and the oak tree. Despite his rank, Zeus's personal life remained chaotic. While married to Hera, he pursued numerous affairs, frequently using disguises like a swan, a bull, or a shower of gold to approach his targets. These affairs populated the Greek world with gods and heroes, including Athena, Apollo, Artemis, Ares, Hermes, Persephone, Dionysus, and Heracles. Each of these lineages defined a different part of the mythological landscape, with various gods overseeing specific aspects of the natural and human worlds. While Zeus held supreme physical power and fathered the heavens, his early reign still lacked the moral structure necessary for human society to function safely. As Greek society matured, the character of Zeus shifted in the public mind. He moved from being a god of storms to a figure associated with law, justice, and kingship. This evolution was reflected in his cult titles, or epithets. He was worshipped as Zeus Olympius, the ruler, and Zeus Horcius, the guardian of oaths. His most socially significant title was Zeus Cineas, identifying him as the divine protector of travelers and strangers. While a search for Zeus law today often yields personal injury firms, the ancient term defined xenia, the sacred Greek code of guest friendship. In the unpredictable landscape of the ancient world, this law was a mandatory survival mechanism, enforced by the king of the gods himself. The code followed a strict sequence. Hosts provided food, drink, and shelter to any stranger before asking their identity. Guests had reciprocal duties: to be respectful, not overstay their welcome, and return the favor if roles ever reversed. This fear of divine oversight was so pervasive that it inspired a modern scholarly theory known as Jorgensen's Law. Proposed in 1904, the law notes that characters in Homeric poetry vaguely attribute unexplained events to Zeus or the gods because they lack the specific insight of the narrator. This highlights the ancient perspective. Every unexplained occurrence and every knock at the door was treated as a potential test from the heavens. Violating the code of xenia was considered an offense against Zeus himself, which made it a primary driver of conflict in ancient storytelling. This is visible throughout the Odyssey, where hosts repeatedly provide for strangers long before learning their identities. The suitors in the poem are framed as villains specifically because they ignore these rules, spending years abusing the hospitality of Odysseus's household. The resolution of these epics frequently depends on whether mortals choose to uphold or abandon the laws of hospitality. The ancient code of xenia is finding a new home in modern cinema. Director Christopher Nolan is centering the concept of xenia in his upcoming 2026 adaptation of the Odyssey. Nolan interprets Zeus's law as a divine version of the Golden Rule. It is the requirement to treat others as you wish to be treated, based on the idea that the stranger at your door could be a god in disguise. Zeus's legacy extends beyond his thunderbolts. It lives in the empathy encoded in his law, which still shapes the way we tell stories today. Thanks for watching.